My daughter hadn't seen me since she was 4 years old.
Она меня не узнала.
She didn't recognize me.
Расплакалась,
She burst into tears and threw herself into my arms. And we spent a lot of time like that, together, hugging each other.
держа друг друга в объятиях.
Can you tell me just a bit more about the conditions in prison?
Последние 2,5
In the last 2.5 years, I was in total isolation. They even kept the nearby cells empty, so no one could hear me.
Никто не слышал.
I didn't get a single letter in almost 3 years. For almost 3 years, they didn't let me have any phone calls. I wasn't allowed to see a lawyer.
Приобрести не
I couldn't get tea, coffee. I got no toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, nothing.
ничего.
It was the same for many other political prisoners, the one they think are most dangerous or who they want to destroy in prison.
Уничтожить в этой тюрьме.
What was it physically like in the cell?
Когда меня они еще и
When they were giving me extra punishment, the cell could be 3 square meters, which includes a hole in the floor for a toilet.
Сложно понять, что это дырка.
A small cell where there's no mattress, no sheets, and no pillows.
Матрас, они.
It's really cold. You have to get up at night to keep warm.
How did you cope mentally? How did you keep going? What did you cling to survive?
Я понял, что надо взять это.
I realized that I need to put all personal thoughts to one side about my family and children. I knew they were abroad and safe, so I had to set those thoughts aside and just wait for the moment of my release and read books. Because if you start to think about your family and what's happening to them, you won't survive.
Просто невозможно будет пережить.
That's why, when I saw Svetlana and the children, you can imagine how hard it hit me. I had pushed everything to one side for so many years to hold it together that I was overwhelmed by emotion.
What was the worst thing for you?
Самое тяжелое ограничение.
For some reason, the hardest restriction for me was the lack of freedom to speak. I had never felt that before I went to prison. But when you can't say anything or write, can't even talk to anyone, and you are just trapped in that cell, it's not the lack of free movement that's the real issue. It's the lack of speech. That was the toughest thing for some reason, the most painful.
Were they trying to break you? Они хотели вас сломать?
Они говорят, ты сдохнешь.
They'd say, you will die in prison. We're going to keep extending your time constantly, and you won't get out. You'll die here.
Why do you think Lukashenko agreed to this? What do you think he's getting from this?
Очень просто. Около 5 лет.
It's very simple. For about 5 years, no US diplomats had been to Belarus, and now they came.
Он показывает, что он уже
So Lukashenko could show he was starting some cooperation with them, a
на
dialogue.
выезде они забрали.
And they got to take political prisoners when they left, including me. That was the price, the start of contact with him.
Do you think he should get something so that the others can be freed?
Знаете, если бы это
If it depended on me, I would give anything at all, because I think we should pay any price at all, any price, to get those people out. But of course, I don't want them to remove the sanctions.
I didn't recognize you when I saw you. Physically, you've changed hugely. Have you changed as a person as well?
Я остался таким человеком. Да, физически я стал в 2 раза меньше.
I'm the same. Yes, physically, I'm half the size, half, and half the weight. You can see how thin my face is. But my spirit is not broken. It may even be stronger, if that's possible. I'm the same person I always was, ready to fight,
Настроенным на борьбу.
for victory even.
Даже не на борьбу, а на победу.